Morning to all. So today we want to discuss about the new topic on the case study of failure of bearings. So this topic is very interesting. Our classmates Mr. Edil as well as Mageshwaran will take care of the part. So if you have any doubts after both of them completing the sessions, we can ask what are the questions we have. Please.
I previously about the case study with the area activity. First, let's see what is bearing. It will explain. So, bearing is an armature device which is used to reduce the friction and mostly it is used to reduce the friction. And in some of the cases, they were used to move the parts of the machines freely around the rotating devices. And it is widely used in most of the machines we have seen in the mechanical parts. And the users were mainly, as I said, used to reduce the friction and minimizes increases the torque and some. And there are types of friction used to each type have some features on it. So the types are ball bearing, roller bearing, and nail bearings. And let's see why the bearing failures occurs. It's due to lack of lubrications and misalignment of the bearing in the contact support. And where we place the bearing in the environment exposure, then so lubrication. Then due to overheating in the machines may so lubrication while the bearing is got overheating, the lubrication will reduce. So if you are not lubricating the bearing, so it will reduce the bearing life and the bearing get breakdown in some of the cases. Okay. As Millie said, Millie has fairly common failure that can occur in the bearing. Let's see what is the failure that occurred in our bearing, which is we are going to study. The fatigue failure is occurred in the bearing we are going to study. It is used in a high-speed application where turbine and a generator is connected. It is used to the bearing is used to connect with the turbine and generator. The fatigue failure is occurred. Fatigue failure basically occurs because of the overloading on the gear. And let's see as the visual cracks are seen in the surface of the bearings. And the possible causes may be continuous overloading, misalignment, vibration, and no lubrication may be the causes that cause the bearing to make the fatigue failure. And the symptoms we see is the surface as a pitted surface and rough rotation. There is some the smooth rotations are not made, so that are the visible symptoms. And elevated temperature. When we see if the material is used in high temperature or high temperature uses, it can lose its properties. So elevated temperature is one of the visible symptoms. And noise. By the noise, we can see it has some faults in it. And we need to, because we know that because of the country's overloading, the fatigue failure is occurring. So to prevent this, we are going to check the alignment. Just by the initial alignment properly, no failure can occur. And regular maintenance, adding proper lubrication and having alignment checkup and monthly once checking of the bearing setup can reduce the failure. And proper lubrication. Lubrication is must for because the bearing is mostly used in friction appliances. It is also used to reduce the friction. So proper lubrication may reduce the failure. So with this, we will tell the examples where the most of the companies use the failures of bearing. So a turbine company in Europe lost 2 million euros around 5 years ago due to a failure of bearing in a single turbine. So they manufactured around 1,000 turbines. It cost around 2 million euros. So in the Ford Mustang, especially V8 engine. So in the 2000 they got a failure. It's around 200 units. They lost their mainly the engine parts bleeding. They use their property, so engine get failure. So around 200 units they lost. In the Toyota, it's mainly used for reliable engines, but they had a reliable issue on due to failure of bearing in the 1926.
Nice presentation for Miguel as well as the Mahesh. Do you have any others? See you on the next class. Thank you.